So, good evening, people. I'm going to talk about three communication styles. The first style is known as aggressive, the second is assertive, and the third is submissive, also known as passive. Now, these three styles of communication impacts the way people talk, and it also impacts the way they appear, जैसे दिखते हैं लोग दूसरों को. For example, aggressive people tend to take more physical space in a room. When they enter a room, they will take more space to sit and to keep their belongings. They would always walk with their head upright. They will never look down. They will the space around their body, they'll take more space when they walk. And the body language looks like that they are angry, they are frustrated, and they come across intimidating. Now, what do I mean by intimidating? It means scary. तो सामने वाले देख के उनको डर जाते हैं because of their body language. Aggressive people believe it's my way or the highway. या तो मेरी सुनो या तो भागो यहाँ से. They do not give respect to others, but they demand respect. They do not listen to others. They only want to be heard. They want everyone to listen to them. Okay, that is an aggressive person. They're over the top. They're very loud, louder than required. They do not respect others. They're not good listeners. They only want to talk. They want everybody to listen to them. Everybody should give attention to them. These are aggressive qualities or other characteristics, not qualities. The third one is submissive, also known as passive. Now, a passive person is someone who is very timid. Timid matlab डरपोक, cowardly. They will usually walk with their shoulders drooping. जैसे पूरी दुनिया का बोझ उनके सर पे है. They look like they have a lot of stress. They look exhausted because they are constantly mentally fighting with their inner demons. These people tend to be very frustrated because they are people pleasers. ये लोग लोगों को खुश करने की कोशिश करते हैं. So whatever anybody says, if they get upset with what the person has said or done, they will never discuss it. They will never voice their feelings. उन लोग अपने अंदर suppress करेंगे feelings को, and as a result उन लोग frustrate होने लगते हैं. That is submissive people. Their body language is, they look physically afraid. They take very less space. They're always adjusting, always accommodating others' requirements. Okay. They sound, their volume when they talk is very soft spoken. If somebody kind of interrupts them, they will not say I'm sorry, I was not done. They will be like, okay, let this person talk. So anybody and everybody kind of steps over them. Others tend to treat them like a doormat. We know what's a doormat, right? Everybody? Yes? Alright. So this is submissive, also known as passive style of communication. Now the balance of aggressive and submissive is assertive. Our aim is to be an assertive person in our communication with everybody. But let's face it, we can't be an assertive communicator all the time because we get tired, our energy level drops. For example, when I start my classes at 9 in the morning, I'm really gung-ho, excited, full of energy. But by the time my 8 p.m. batch starts, I'm physically tired and I kind of sit and explain, right? Of course, when I have to use the whiteboard, I do stand. It's not that I always sit. But my energy level dips by the end of the day. My volume may be different, but when it comes to my physical body, I kind of sit down and I explain. Assertive people try to draw a balance between aggressive and submissive. Aggressive people's attitude is listen to me, give me respect, give me attention. Submissive people is people are those who will be like, I am listening to you, I am giving you attention, I am focusing on you. You talk, I will listen. While an assertive person will focus on listening and speaking both. Listening and speaking both. An assertive person will be someone who will give respect and also demand respect. An assertive person is someone who would empathize, as in connect with the person emotionally, at the same time would want to be addressed and connected with. So they try to draw a balance. Now, no person on this earth is always assertive 24/7, 365 days a year. No, not possible. I'll give you an example. in my family, I have my parents, right? So, when my mother was living with us, she had a lot of health issues. Her kidneys do not function like a healthy person's kidneys. She is under a lot of medication because there's some problem with, there's something called as an adrenal gland which over secretes, because of which her sodium level rises up to on a dangerous level, and her blood pressure can go up to 200 as well, which is, yeah, it has happened quite a few times. Now, whenever I would have a conversation with my mother and there would be a disagreement, something that we do not agree on, my mother will start raising her voice. She will start screaming. She will use extremely personal, she'll make personal attacks about the fact that I'm a divorcee. And I used to always stay calm, stay quiet. I would not argue back because of a health issue. If I argue, if I try to reason with her, chances are she will not listen to me. Because of her health, she cannot control her mood swings. When your blood pressure increases, you tend to lose your cool, you get angry very fast. So I knew her health condition is kind of affecting the way she behaves, and that's why whenever she used to start screaming at me, I would just be quiet. So with my mother, I was forced to be a submissive person because reasoning doesn't work with her. But at work, I'm an assertive person through and through. Whenever somebody misbehaves or somebody does something which is not appropriate, I take them aside. We have an offline conversation one-on-one, and I try to get to the solution of it. But there are times I have been aggressive. For example, if I'm walking on the street and somebody misbehaves, then I become a complete aggressive person. I hulk up, okay? I have to. So what I'm trying to say here is your communication styles change according to the situation you're in or according to the people you're interacting with. That is what communication styles are. Are we all clear, everybody?